Well, Assalamualaikum and good morning. Welcome to GFS0035. Um, what can I say? This is not a good start to the semester. I've already cancelled last week and now I have to cancel again. I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm currently undergoing some clinical evaluation assessment, and the clinics that I have to go to is on Thursday, and my appointments are on Thursday. Um, so I'm sorry, but hopefully class when can proceed as usual beginning next week. But in any case, um, again, welcome to GFS 0035 um, DNENU. Basically, this course is about issues of DNA technology that concerns you as in the general public. So this course is designed to just tell you a little bit about, give you some basic knowledge about DNA, um, DNA technology, and what people can do with DNA technology, and give you a little bit of background. Now, again, do not be afraid of this course. I'm not expecting you to know the very details of the technologies of molecular genetics, and that's not the idea of this course. The idea of this course is really to understand what the technology offers, and to discuss some issues pertaining to what the technology can offer, because there's a lot of concerns when we're talking about DNA technology. For example, genetically modified organisms, the GMOs. People are concerned about when there are modified mosquitoes released in the wild. Although these mosquitoes are released with the intention to eradicate the more dangerous mosquitoes, so to speak. So these are the things that may be of concern and will be discussed, or will be highlighted in this course. Again, I'm not here to insist that you understand all the very details of the technology. No, that's not what this course is about. But suffice, or what I need from you is to really understand what we can do and what we cannot do, and whether the application has bearings on humanities. Wow, sounds a bit big, but basically that's what it is. We're going to discuss the issues of prenatal diagnosis, for example, the issue of how DNA is being used as evidence, for example. Right. So these are issues that may be of concern. So what I usually do in the first two lecture sessions is to give you an idea of a little bit of background about what is DNA and what you can do with it and so on. That goes for about 2 lectures, upon which you are going to be asked to identify a particular topic of interest. I can give you examples of some of the topics that have been discussed previously. You can go with the same topic, or you find some other topics that you may be interested in, and then because there are various sources for these topics, we are going to assess. So the first round usually is just for you to give me a topic of interest. So again, this will be done on spectrum. So the first round of assessment is really for you to give me a general idea of what your concern is and where your sources are. Sometimes it's from a cartoon, sometimes it's from a movie, sometimes it's from an article you read in the papers, sometimes in a magazine. It doesn't matter. So you will say, okay, I'm concerned about how they design new babies, for example, how they use genetics to design new babies. Okay, and maybe put a little bit of description of what are your concerns and why are you concerned about it, whether be it if he's talking about the social ethical values, you can be talking about religious concerns, and and from there, okay, then I'm gonna give you a little bit of response on spectrum or face to face, or whichever, on whether the questions that you're asking is a valid question. Sometimes it's not a valid question. For example, people are talking about what, have you heard of Frankenfood? When you eat something that is of GMO, then you're going to become monsters and so on. So some of the allegations are not founded in any scientific evidence. So I'm going to direct you there, and then okay, and try to refine the questions that you are looking for. I mean, as some examples that you may watch, you may want to watch the previous classes video that I posted on YouTube on some of the questions that have arisen, that have been forwarded, and how we discuss and so on. So that's the first assessment. The second assessment is that, okay, now that you have that question in mind, the next thing you would want to do is, now I'm pointing you to the source of where could you find real information, real data. And here probably looking for journals or review articles and so on. Not many, maybe 3, 5. Last semester the first semester I asked for 5. I think the last semester I asked only for 3. Yeah, it depends. And these 3 main articles, you're required to choose them, and then provide some sort of a description. Alright, so this will be your second assignment. That means you read the paper, and then I will ask questions about the paper. For example, okay, what is this paper mainly about? What are the areas of concerns that is inside the paper, and what are the methods, and what do you think about the issues that have been brought by the paper, and things like that. The whole purpose of this process is to guide you to the finding information and evaluating information for you, because it's very important for you to know what information can be extracted, can be used, and for you to make informed judgment later on. Alright, so you need 3 papers. So remember, again, I'll just repeat. The first one is just for you to promote an idea. The second one is perhaps you have to identify 3 main papers that either support or maybe dispute your initial argument, and then following on from that, once you are familiar with the 3 papers and so on, the third assignment will be preparation of a 5-minute oral presentation. This is 5 minutes. Oh no, hang on, it was 3 to 5 minutes, and then that will be assessed orally. That means to say, each and every one of you will be given a 5-minute slot where you will be talking about your ideas and your argument and what you understand from it and so on. You don't need to prepare slides, but you will, if you feel that is gonna help you, you can prepare the slides, and then and then you'll be assessed based on your understanding of the topic in question, on whether you have read and then understood fully, and whether your questions in line with the what the journal is telling you and so on, and has it been formulated well and things like that in your presentation. So that, I think, forms the bulk of your assessment. And finally, towards the end of the, you are supposed to prepare maybe 10-page assignment of what you have gathered. So it's actually, if you look at it in a holistic view, this whole semester you're just gonna focus on one particular topic that you start off with, and then look for journals, and then understand the journals, and then extract information from the journal, and then write a paper, or present it first in a or in an oral presentation, or just oral assessment, and then write a paper. So that's it. That is the whole thing that you do in 14 weeks. It's really an easy thing to pass and to actually get good grades as well, as long as you follow the instructions as we go along. All right. So we won't be having classes every week. Usually I'll have just on the first 3 weeks. I've missed the first 2, so maybe I'll take another 2 weeks or so, or if you are okay with this, with just this video, which I'm going to continue later, then probably then we don't have to have classes, and then we'll have another I'll give you about 2-3 weeks to do your assignment, the first assignment, and 2-3 weeks to do your second assignment, 2-3 weeks to do your third assignment, and that kind of thing. So, and then if you do have to come, we will come and just have one 2-hour session where we discuss and things like that. There were even classes last year where I said, I'm going to be in the class. You can come if you want. To discuss your topics, and you don't have to if you don't want to, that kind of thing. So it's really an open kind of a course, and it's evaluated by your learning and your effort, and on this note, right? So it's very much dependent on your effort, and I can tell you there's a lot of students scoring A's here everywhere, but there are also some that failed, and well, not some, very few, and that's mainly because they don't actually submit. They don't do their work. As I said, it's up to you. I mean, I won't be giving marks if you don't do your work, right? So yeah, so that will be it. If everything is good, then I'll go into the lecture proper. As I said, all these videos will be posted on YouTube. You will also see that there are some videos from the previous years that, if you're interested, you may want to have a look at. Okay, all right. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.